this video we're going to look at similarity. The two shapes to be similar, we know that their corresponding angles and they must be equal, and their corresponding sides must be in proportion, and that must be the same for all sides. So here we have a lovely regular pentagon. We have a side of 4 centimetres. This corresponds to a side of 12 centimetres, so we can clearly see that this image, or the new regular pentagon, is increasing the original one, O, by a scale factor of 3. So we've made it 3 times as big. What we do know about the angles, though, the angles correspond and they are equal, and they always stay the same size, because we know that the angles in a polygon equal a certain value depending on their sides, and that maintains the same value. So let's take a look at an example about similar triangles. So in our first example, we have triangle ABC. It is similar to triangle DEF. And by looking at the diagram, we can see that we've got 2 right-angled triangles. One is clearly larger than the other. So it'd be great to identify the corresponding sides and angles that are the same. Straight away I can see that the angle ABC is equal to angle DEF. And we know that we've got a beautiful 90-degree or right angle in each of them. We can see that our side BC of 3 centimetres corresponds to EF. So BC, and I'm going to use one symbol for similarity, is similar to EF. And then we can say the side AC is similar to side DF. We can see that there, that there's some kind of link between them. To show that link, we look at the ratio of one to the other. So let's have a look at side EF in comparison to BC. We can see that's got a length of 9 compared to 3. Now that should be in the same ratio as the other side, as DF is to AC, because they're said to be similar. And that's the ratio of 15 to 5. And we can clearly see that the ratio value here is 3, or 3 over 1. So we have a scale factor here of 3. So we need to make sure that all sides are in the same ratio. So in fact, given 2 triangles, and to prove that they are similar, that they are an enlargement or a reduction of an original triangle, we need to have at least 3 pieces of information that we can use to prove that they are similar. So just like we do with congruent triangles. So we can either know all sides, and we can check the ratio of all 3 sets of corresponding sides. We need to have 2 sides and the angle in between. We can have right hypotenuse side, which is actually the first example has those. Or we could have 2 angles, which therefore, because it's a triangle, we know the third angle. So we have all 3 angles that we essentially know. And when they're similar, all the angles will be equal. So let's have a look and see if we can prove some similar triangles. So in our example 2, we've got 2 triangles. The 2 tend to look fairly similar. Straight away I can see that we've got an angle of 27 and an angle of 27. So if they correspond, their angles are equal. And then I've got some sides that seem to link together. I've got this side here that I'm thinking may link to this one. And then I've got a side of 2.5 that I'm thinking is going to link to 5. It looks like it's 2 times. So it's been enlarged by a scale factor of 2. So what we need to do is label these sides. So I'm just going to call this A, B and C on the vertices, and then I'm going to use X and then Y and Z. So let's write a proof. So in triangle ABC and triangle XYZ, I'm trying to get my vertices in the right order, so I'm hoping that they're going to be easy to correspond. Let's have a look at that angle first. I've got angle BAC is equal to angle YXZ, and the reason I'd give for this, it's given as equal to 27 degrees. Now we've got the side yx here, so I'm going to say yx. Whoops, I'm just going to take that away because I've actually mentioned the other triangle first. So I'm going to say that the ratio between the second triangle, so I'm going to put that in red so we can see, yx compared to now BA, this should be in a ratio. So let's have a look. 5 to 2.5, that has a ratio of 2. This information is given to me because the sides are given. Now let's have a look at the next side. So I'm going to do ZX compared to CA. And that is in a ratio of 6.4 to 3.2. Oh, I can clearly see that's just 2 times, so that's given. So I'm thinking about what information I know. I've got an angle, I've got a side in a ratio, another side's in a ratio. The angle is in between those sides. So I'm going to say, yep, I can say that these two triangles are similar. So I can use the single squiggle for similarity, saying triangle ABC is similar to triangle XYZ, given the condition of SAS. My other option for a similarity symbol, instead of this one, is to put 2 straight lines vertically. Okay, let's have a look at our last example. I can see that I've got clearly 2 triangles here. I've got triangle MNP, so MNP, and I'm thinking that MNP is going to relate to VTP because I've got some parallel lines. So I'm thinking that I'm going to have to sort of rotate the triangle MNP around to fit over the second one. Triangle VTP is definitely looking slightly larger than MNP. So let's have a look. What do I know about these? Well, straight away I can see we've got 2 straight lines crossing, so I've got vertically opposite angles. So I'm going to call this angle MPN, and I'm going to say that is equal to triangle VPT, and I'm going to say that's vertically opposite angle. I'm going to run out of room in parallel lines, and I can clearly see I've also got some alternate angles. I'm going to grab this one up the top here, and I know it's going to be alternate to this angle here. So I've got angle, I can call it PMN, is equal to angle PVT, and the reason for that is alternate angles in parallel lines. Okay, now all I need is 2 angles, because if those 2 angles are equal, I know therefore, because this third angle has to be the leftover 180 degrees, so they're going to have to be the same. So I can just state my congruence. Say therefore triangle MNP is similar, triangle MNP is similar to triangle VTP, and I've got the condition of angle, and so therefore third angle. So when we're looking for similarity, we want to identify at least 3 bits of information that we can link from one triangle to the other, whether it's angles or sides with a common ratio between them, and then we can start forming our similarity statement to form that proof. So now it's your turn. What I'd like you to do is have a look at the following 2 questions. The first one is just to link up the sides and angles so you can determine the value of the missing x and y. And for the second one, to prove that triangle ABC is similar to triangle EDC. So have a go at those and bring your working to class.